Okay, before I get to my quote, I gotta follow with this. I was watching an interview, and these reporters were just like, "Are you part of the Trump campaign?" And this boy said, he said, "I don't even vote anymore." He said they all lie. I'm referring to Danney Williams. He said they all lie. Man. Like, imagine. I would be spiteful, and I would vote for Donald Trump. But this boy said, you know what? I've been told that Donald Trump lies to people, and I've seen the Democrats lie to people. So who can I vote for? Like, who can I vote for? Who? And they're like, Trump sent you, didn't he? He was like, no. I'm not a part of the. I just want to know my father. I just want to know my father. I just want to know the truth. Wouldn't you want to know the truth? And I'm like, and the thing about it is that the boy, he is not. He's rough around the edges. So those questions that they're asking him, he's not articulate enough to answer them in a way that just seems like structured. So I kind of believe him. He's saying that, look, I didn't have time to answer all your messages and all this other stuff, and I had to work. I got to work. I have a real job. I have 2 kids to take care of, but I'm here now. Do you want to give me a DNA test and I'll take it? And they didn't. I guess they didn't give him the DNA test, but yeah. Anyway, my quote: if that story comes out to be true, because it's shown in my chart that. My chart and his chart, there is something very significant about both of us in regards to just us crossing paths. And then Ghislaine Maxwell, she has something to say that's going to be explosive around December this year, maybe. It's Pluto who's so slow that. Anyway, I just want to say that I kind of believe the boy because he comes from a poor background. And he hasn't been taught to be like politically structured and correct. So he's not going to come off as like articulate. That would be the nuclear bombshell from hell. And I'm simply like, I'm like, please don't let this be true. Because I'm like, Jesus Christ. And if it's true, the Democrats are done. Jesus Christ. Anyway, my quote, I'm done. Is there anything else I want to say? Because I'm like, Jesus Christ. At first, I was shocked. I was like, really? I mean, can you be shocked at this point when you find out that the Jennifer Flowers story came out to be true, and then the Monica Lewinsky story came out to be true, and there's other women, but then again, this boy who was born in 1985, he will be young. He will be younger than the Jennifer Flowers story. So it's like. Bill Clinton was doing his stuff before the Jennifer Flowers situation. So this is like, what? And Black Lives Matter. I'm sorry. This is hard. This is horrible. This is no. No. Today is today is August the 13th. Let me be honest. Today is August the 13th because I've been working on this video. I've been taking these clothes off and trying to make these videos like flow and seemingly flow. So I'm not wearing the same clothes the same day over and over and over again all day. It's just for the recording. I wear like some clothes, but I'm sorry. I'm not crying. I'm not even. I'm just like, imagine Donald Trump's reaction to this though. This man could be like, yes, I'll pardon you. Bill Clinton, I will pardon you. This is so delicious that it's like, this. There is no jail cell for this. You know what? And I'm not gonna say anything bad about Hillary Clinton. But you know what? You being inside the same household as Hillary Clinton and her reacting to this shit is enough. I will pardon you. Here's a fucking pardon. This is delicious. I mean, can we put a camera inside of your house to let her go ham on your ass? Like, can we turn this into a reality TV show? Because Jesus, you gonna need him, God, and maybe the devil too. Because goddamn. Look, if this story, here's a pardon. Here's a pardon. Here's a pardon. Y'all called me all these names. Y'all said all this stuff about me. Report on this. Report on this. Lord have mercy. The nuclear bombshell from hell. From this news reporter right here. From the spiritual community. And the only reason why I created my YouTube channel. Let me gloat. The only reason why I created this YouTube channel was because nobody recognized that I correctly predicted the outcome of the 2024 election, saying that Donald Trump. I first predicted it all the way back when they brought the felony charges to Donald Trump, the 31 felony charges or a lot of felony charges to, and I said, because I was upset. What happened to me was, a girl, she had asked me about this. She was like, I had a transit to Jupiter. I had a transit of Jupiter conjoining my natal moon, and I was buying lottery tickets. I was like, transit Jupiter conjoining my moon. Maybe I will finally win the lottery. I'll get some money because my life was hell at the time. I had no money. I had nothing. And my career was destroyed because of the Me Too movement that didn't affect Bill Clinton, apparently. But here we are. So I had no money. What happened on June the 4th, 2024 was when transit Jupiter conjoined my moon. Wells Fargo, who I banked with, closed my bank account because I had no money. And I kept begging them to keep my bank account open. Because I was like, maybe I can get a job. Maybe I'll run into some money from somewhere. I was looking at astrology because I was like, I could not keep a job because the Me Too movement destroyed my career. So, and I'll probably post a picture of that there. And they came back and said, oh, they sent me a letter saying that I owe them $10 because of for some reason. And I was like, I don't have $10 to pay y'all because you closed my account. I had a negative balance of I had 3 cents in my bank account. 3 cents. And my bank account was, when I checked it before they closed out the app, and they closed out my account, and then I couldn't go look back at my transactions. Before they closed out, I had a negative balance of $9.97 or 98 cents. And I was like, I would never be able to pay this back because of the Me Too movement affecting me in my life. So that's what happened when transit Jupiter conjoined my my moon, and so it came out that the New York or somewhere they charged Donald Trump with the 32 felonies or 31 felonies or whatever. I was pissed. I was like, I was mad. I was, because they said Jupiter's supposed to be lucky and whatever. So I was pissed. So I went on a complete rant on AstroSeek. I was like, well, you know what, bitches, the same sense of loss that Donald Trump is feeling now, because Donald Trump, he had a progressive aspect to his Saturn around that time. I think it was on May the 12th or sometime 2024. I said the same sense of depression and loss that Donald Trump feels around this time. I said, Joe Biden is going to feel on January 20th, 2025. And come to find out, like I said, today is August the 13th, 2025. And he signed, and the auto pen signed those pardons on January 20th, 2025. I think the progression hit inside of Joe Biden's chart on January 22nd, 2025. And see, I say all this to say that I have a saying. Payback's a bitch, But karma's a hoe. Karma fucks everybody. So if this Danney Williams story broke and it came out to be true, bitch, I would pardon Bill Clinton. I would like, you know what? There is no jail cell to hold. I would probably even pardon damn R. Kelly and Diddy. I'm like, you know what? You know what, Diddy? You know what, R. Kelly? Y'all can never say that I didn't do nothing for black people. Bill Cosby, here's a pardon for you too. Why not? Why not? You say Black Lives Matter? What you gotta say about Bill? But you know what? Before I pardon you, give me some commentary on Bill Clinton. What do you think about this situation? What does the black community think about this situation with Bill Clinton? What does Black Lives Matter have to say about this situation with Bill Clinton? You got some? Tell me some shit, because don't get quiet now. This would be so bad that I'm like, Jesus, I would feel bad for anyone who's black who voted Democrat all these years. And you do know that it was actually the Republicans that freed the slaves. So my quote. Please don't let this be true. Because I said that I know that something shocking is going to happen around September and October, because there's transits that are going to hit before that. And the transiting Uranus conjunct Jesus Christ, Bill Clinton's progressed Uranus conjoining his natal Uranus. It's such a slow progression, and Uranus is such a big planet that it's like it can hit, but anytime. I'm tired. This is exhausting. First I got hit with Jennifer Flowers, and now Danney Williams, and then let me also, but wait, there's more, and then come to find out that oh God, because I'm sorry, I'm tired. I can't. Come to find out that Monica Lewinsky is back, and she created a YouTube channel on October 25th, 2025. This is the day before Hillary Clinton's 77th birthday. Hillary Clinton was born on October 26th. I forgot the year. I'm just shaking. I'm like, really? What else is there? There's more shit. I'm seeing some more shit. Like, as I said, Jennifer Flowers. Oh my God. And then like running into, like, find out that Bill Clinton, like, I thought it was Hillary Clinton. I thought it was gonna be Hillary Clinton, but no, it turns out that it was Bill Clinton the entire time, because Bill Clinton on June the 3rd, 2025, he came out with a book talking about killing a woman from, or he's killing. Anyway, just Google his book. I'm so tired that I'm trying to remember. There was something else that happened that I found out, but the book was called The First Gentleman, and it came out around June the 2nd, 2025, and Bill Clinton had the audacity on Jesus Christ. I'm at a loss of words, because it's so much information, there's so much stuff that's happening. It's like, oh my God. But Bill Clinton, he came out with a book in November 2024, talking about, he was saying the first citizen, and he was talking about his life after the Jesus, life after he left office. But he, in an interview, he came out and said that he alluded to that it's Donald Trump's turn to be inside of the barrel. Anyway, and also he finished off with Bill Clinton. He is a Baptist or whatever in regards to his religion, and that he believes in Jesus Christ. He believes in deathbed conversions. And you know this is right after the Jesus. This is right after the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. I can't. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this shit up. I can't. It's like I'm in a perpetual state of I'm in a perpetual state of but wait, there's more. How many scandals has Bill Clinton had that we don't even know about? That I'm like that we probably will never know about. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a perpetual state of what? What? And I'm like, thank God I didn't vote for Obama. Thank God I never voted Democrat. I'm like, I would never, like, after finding out what I found out, I would never vote Democrat, ever. I said I never would before, but I'm like, I considered it because of Alabama politics and marijuana. Andy Witt, who and his bill HB 455, and him destroying Donald Trump's bill, the farm bill, and him closing. Well, first, here we go with this. More, but wait, there's more. So apparently, Jesus Christ, I'm ranting, but I'm like, this is my life. Like, I'm in a perpetual state of, but wait, there's more. So, like I said, I wanted to get rid of and the representative in Alabama, Andy Witt. I can tie this all together with this too. He created a bill called HB 455, and so it ended up banning vapes and hemp products in Alabama, specifically the flower and the vapes. And oh yeah, let me say this too. Before this message is being brought to you by a vape. And I'll probably even say it probably came from Jennifer Boozer's shop, even though it didn't, but still. Look into Jennifer Boozer. Anyway, so apparently the point, because I'm going all over the place. The point. So apparently, the bill that Andy Witt signed, it closed a lot of hemp shops. But the bill was supposed to go into effect on July 1st, 2025. However, 2 weeks before I wish I wrote that down. Let me pause real quick. Okay. But let me reverse for a little bit. When I said that I got the vape from Jennifer Boozer's shop, I didn't. But Jennifer Boozer is or was the first. She was the first store in Alabama. But back to my point. And so pretty much she started all of this. So technically you could say that, yeah, she was the first hemp store inside Alabama. But my point. So Andy Witt's bill was to go into law on July 1st, 2025. However, on June 23rd, this is 2 weeks before the date that the bill is supposed to go into effect, Alabama law enforcement agencies, or ALEA, they started raiding hemp shops, legal hemp shops, before the deadline date of July 1st, 2025. And so they just took products and they took all this marijuana or hemp, whatever. And they were saying, oh, it's over the legal limit and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's the store representatives and the people who brought the stuff there, they said, no, you can test it. It's not over the limit. And so they pretty much they took these business owners' money and products, and there was nothing they could do about it. I say all this to say this happened on June 23rd, 2025. Also, and this happened with ALEA, or Alabama law enforcement. They implemented raids on these hemp shops. Come to find out though, there's a boy, a black boy or a black man. His name was Jabari Peoples. And he was killed by a police officer on June the 23rd, 2025. And the police officer said that they smelled marijuana, and you know hemp and marijuana has the same smell. And I don't know if it's been released or not, that it was tested to see if it's pretty much the same though, but still, because THCA is legal. But anyway, was legal. So they killed the police department killed a black man in reference to marijuana before the HB 455 bill went into effect. The boy he was minding his business inside his car, and they killed him. So the hemp shops got raided on the same day that they killed this black man, and they wouldn't release the body cam footage for Jabari Peoples until I believe like last Wednesday. And so I said today is August the 13th. So, and now it's come to find out that they're saying that the shooting was justified. However, and I mean, it looks like the family looks like they're giving up. The reality of the matter is that this police officer detained this black man or black boy for no illegal reason. You can say that you smell marijuana, but on June the 23rd, 2025, hemp products which has the same smell as marijuana, and they probably could be used intertwinedly, it was legal. He had 2 more weeks until it was illegal. And hell, he probably bought it from a hemp shop. So the police department, they took the family and their lawyers begged for the full body cam footage, and so even so that the police department would not release it because of a new law that was signed by Kay Ivey. And so the family and their lawyers they went to the city, and the city they went to the court, and the city they tried they said no, we can't release this body cam footage is under investigation. And so this family they held out for a very long time, and like I think it was the first time that a family asked for body cam footage to be released, and like they didn't release it, but I might be wrong about that. But anyway, the point, that police department transferred that body cam footage video over to Aaliyah, the same Aaliyah that raided and destroyed these hemp shops in Alabama. And so they were pretty much the judge, jury, and etc. And they was like, oh, well, we're gonna just give you this portion of the body cam footage after so much time had passed. And it seemed like the news coverage in regards to the hemp shops and raids, it died down enough just so that they could release it and be like, okay, we can separate these two. But no, it happened on the same day. That's why I said, but wait, there's more, and there's probably even more that I'm forgetting. But I'm in a perpetual state of, but wait, there's more. Hey, Apple, you want to sponsor me? Steve Jobs, you want to sponsor me? Jesus, give me the new iPhone. I mean, I want I want four of those HD screen computer screens, and the best version of the Apple computer or whatever, and four screens so I can do my astrology stuff or whatever. You want to sponsor me, Apple and Samsung? Let's make it a co-op. If this prediction comes true, Jesus, talk about the God of astrology. This is August the 13th, so imagine. Jesus. Shout out to Steve Jobs. You fired him. As a matter of fact, Steve Jobs has K2 in the 10th house and Rahu in the 4th house, just like me. So go figure. You fired him, and guess what? You had to rehire him. Ain't that funny, Apple? He was too good to be let go. Anyway, my quote, because I've been rambling. Jesus, but wait, there's more. And shout out also to. I said that DC Douglas had this is the sexiest voice in regards to the Resident Evil universe, but Joni Ive. Is the sexiest voice in the Apple universe. I mean, Jesus Christ. Talk about, anyway, Joni Ive, Jesus Christ. He needs to be a character somewhere too. But I mean, when I think of Apple, I think of Joni Ive. Like, honestly. Steve Jobs and Joni Ive. Anyway, my quote.